All right, Metal Monday's back. How you doing, Brett?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I'm waiting for spring to show up in Idaho. I mean, is it coming?
I hope so.
I think Bogus is gonna be open till May.
Yeah. If their lease don't run out, what is it like? Runs out like April 1st or something. They got to shut it down. I can't remember. They have like a certain amount of time. Like they're only allowed, even if they have the snow, they're not allowed.
They opened a couple weekends in April last year.
Did they?
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
They like reopened.
I wouldn't know. I don't even have the chance to go anymore. So I'm kind of like
open invite.
I know.
Or anyone out there, if you want to go to Bogus, message
especially
me.
during the week, I'm in. Like my dad in golfing. I just always ask my dad, not why he doesn't golf nearly the amount that he used to.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, because I'm not trying to get out of work anymore. He goes, now that I can golf whenever I want, I'm like,
it's
I
not
don't
the
really
same.
need to.
It's not
as exciting. So
I've only gone. I took our friend Jake Bronstein up there. It was a weekend though.
Yeah.
I've only done like one work thing up at Bogus, but it was awesome.
I love it.
It was great. What are the markets doing? Let everybody know.
Dude, it's the
They're swinging
welcome
hard.
to the United States where bad news is good news and good news is bad news. I mean, I don't know. That whole SVB bank deal on Thursday, Friday last week went. I mean, I don't even need to talk about it. If you pay attention in the world, you probably know what's going on. And that's kind of hit every market differently, right?
To the
So
dollar?
commodities. I mean, it pushed the dollar down because basically they say, the narrative today, which can change this afternoon or tomorrow, is that okay, maybe the Fed's going to be done pushing the rates up so hard, so fast. They finally broke something. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Because they were a few weeks ago. They were talking about continuing.
Yeah,
to raise
going
the
even
rate.
harder, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think at some point something's got to give, and I'm a true believer that the rates, if they could just relax a little bit and let the work they've done flesh itself out. But shit, I'm no economist, I'm just a dumb scrap guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, essentially that's what's happening with the markets today. You've got the anything that's your PGMs, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, everything's ripping this morning. And that's just because of the dollar. I mean, I think they trade in momentum. It's a momentum trade, which way to go. The stocks were this morning, it was off, they were getting hammered, and all of a sudden you look now and the Dow's up 300 points.
Yeah, everything's
everything's
early
up,
was,
and then the dollar's down. And so
even copper was down early.
it was $3.98, and now it's up 3.5, 4
Yeah.
cents. So if you know what's going to happen, please call me and let me know like the future, because I have
If
clue.
you have a crystal ball and you want to join Metal Monday, bring the crystal ball, and we'd be glad to have you.
Ultimately, the biggest thing is just run your business. Like if the big takeaway is SVB and all these, whatever they're doing, like whatever the Fed Reserve is going to do, and backstop all those
some
deposits.
People that have more than $250,000 in the bank, they might get screwed.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
were until the Fed just came out this weekend and put that TBFT trade, or basically backstop against all deposits up to $300 billion, which isn't necessarily quite like, a true bailout. But it is basically like that money has to come from somewhere. So even in the form of a loan, which is what it is, it's a 1-year loan against your depositors that you're willing to back up these small banks, right? So that anything over the 250, now you can, have some reassurance that your money's still going to be available. But that money is, even in the form of a loan, has to be printed. It has to come from somewhere.
Yes.
Even if you get it back, like it still has to come from somewhere right now. And I think that's the missing thing. Is why commodities are important. Why owning physical assets is important, because the dollar isn't going to get. I mean, it might temporarily be stronger, but you can't be printing money on the backside of it over and over and expect everything you have today to be worth less in the future if it's a physical asset. I mean, the price of property might come down. The price of residential property might come down. The price of copper might come down. The price of aluminum might come down, but the trend is only, I think, up in the future. Just
For the long run.
for the long run.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah, I've
trade
always
the
felt
waves.
safer buying copper, investing in properties like rentals, because I can grab it rather than stocks. Now, I own a little bit of stocks, but it feels, for me, how my brain works, the tangible assets. And that's why I love buying scrap, because I can see it, and
Yeah.
I can weigh it.
Yeah.
And I know what it's worth rather than trading like futures like some people do. Like that stuff is just like, I'm just not smart enough for that.
Yeah.
I'm more like, I can buy 2,000 pounds of copper for this and sell it for this and move on with the life,
Yeah. I read the funniest meme this morning, and it was, I remember when I could go to the grocery store and I could get 2 ribeye steaks, 4 bottles of wine, 3 bags of chips, and a couple cigars for $25, and I walk in the store with $25. And then security cameras got really good. I'm like, oh,
I saw that
shit.
too.
Yeah, however, it was something along those lines, and I'm like, but essentially, like the price of everything isn't going down. I mean, you can fight inflation all you want to, but if you're still printing money, then which is what's happening, it is what it is. So be patient. I think what goes around comes around, and I think that the price of commodities are pretty well priced, and I think there's still opportunity in them. Especially your base metals, your PGMs. That dollar trade only lasts so long, so I'm still pretty optimistic about where we're going on the scrap side.
All right. Well, we will keep everybody posted, and yeah, we'll be back in a week.
All right. Have a great week.